and deleting their social medias. Pink, Megan Fox, Tyra Banks,
what?
Steve Harvey. Why you running?
Allie Carter is not playing around with these celebrities, y'all, because
What is up? What is up? YouTube. How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out. Without a doubt. Let's see what this bad boy is all about. Hey, man. We trying some new things, man. We got 2 cameras going on, and we're gonna actually start trying to do a little more, just a little more. So we going to the next level, we hope. Check this out, man. Don't forget we got an Allie Carter series that we did. You might want to check out the series and start from number 1 and go all the way through the series. Trying to do a little series on her life and different things she has done. Now that what's the boy name? Got so many names I can't even remember his name. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. Allie Carter reveals who got infected by Diddy's Oz. She said she has the list. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Somebody put this video together. Let's check this bad boy out. Disclaimer.
We're not talking about the victims that are still going through this right now with other people who are running to cover and deleting their social medias. Pink, Megan Fox, Tyra Banks,
what?
Steve Harvey. Why you running?
Allie Carter is not playing around with these celebrities, y'all, because she just came out of hiding after almost getting her life taken by Diddy's goons. And this time, she is exposing the list of celebrities who get infected with STDs while indulging in Diddy's freakoffs. Apparently, these parties were also called Wild King Nights, and Diddy would put little kids on display that he had shipped into the country to be touched on by grown folks. Allie got kidnapped by Diddy when she was just 15 years old, and she got to witness this insanity firsthand. In fact, she claims she was touched on too by these celebrities and literally saw them freaking off among themselves. To make matters even worse, they have been coming at her ever since she started talking, and it got so bad that she had to run to the feds to put her under witness protection.
Everybody that is ready to free Diddy and be on the side of us, they keep calling Sean Combs' children, his twin daughter and his other daughter, you with me still? Yes? Okay. They keep calling them kids. The twins and the daughter is kids. They don't need to be in the case because they're kids. Cassie Ventura was not called a child. Everybody tore that woman apart because they saw a pregnant grown woman sitting on that trial telling her story that everybody covered up as she was 19 years old. People are addressing Sean Combs' kids as kids, but they won't address Cassie as a kid when this happened to her. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was 15 years old when I had dealings with Sean Combs. She was 19.
Wow.
You get me? Okay. We're not talking about the other children that were on this case. Now, as you guys are seeing, I told you the justice system is rigged. I don't know how many ways people need to say that, see it for themselves, research it, dig on it, and not understand that the justice system is rigged. And we've been saying that since the beginning. We went through court cases. We went through private investigators. This is how we have the insurance and the documents and the things and the receipts that we have, because we have been through this so many times before, where the victim is the one who gets the most hell.
That's true. The victim gets the most hell, always. But it's a shame, man, because so many people had mentioned underage kids being there, underage. One lady was doing an interview and she said, I seen little people there. I thought she was talking about midgets. I don't think you can call them that, but people say the midgets, the short people. I don't know. I think that so many people, nobody mentioned in the courts or anything underage. They didn't talk about the kid. It's almost like they was walking on eggshells the whole time this whole case was going on. We ain't gonna talk about the guns that had serial numbers. No, we ain't gonna talk about that. Erase. We ain't gonna talk about any of this stuff. We're gonna talk about the bare minimum. so we can give him a chance to get off. That's what it seemed like to me. That's what it seemed like to me. Ali Carter name wasn't mentioned. There was other things that oh man, what's the girl that was the lady that keep crying? She has a female lawyer. None of that was mentioned. None of this stuff was mentioned.
And the prisoners walked.
The most recent attempt on her life happened in the middle of Diddy's trial when she was rumored to be brought on the stand as a witness to those freakoffs. Her house got broken into while she and her family were out of town, and according to her neighbors, the people who broke in were armed.
You get pressured, attacked, stalked, and hunted down for your own information.
Hold up, man. That, even this video right here that she's talking, come on, man. All this happened before the trial started. This didn't happen during the trial. Is that what she said? Maybe I missed it.
Hell.
What this lady saying?
The most recent attempt on her life happened in the middle of Diddy's trial when she was rumored to be brought on the stand as a witness to those freakoffs. Her house got broken into while she and her family were out of town, and according to her neighbors, the people who broke in were armed.
You get pressured, attacked, stalked, and hunted down for your own information. You get re-victimized again by people who wanted to argue a back and forth this week like that mattered. Okay, you had Stu Peters and Timothy Charles Homestead going back and forth, and nobody has even bothered. Not that I give a damn, and not that I understand that you guys are gonna be that selfish, but nobody has bothered to apologize for all the hell that has happened. But you guys were arguing back and forth, and in that meantime, we lost our home. You don't believe me? Here you go. What once was a full house, we were still paying rent on our house. What we were doing this whole time was moving everything because our house is gone. Our house is gone. This is the price. What was our beautiful 3-bedroom acre home on 21225 Standing Rock Avenue, because everybody has the address, because organizations that were attached to Marks, Sawyer, and many other organizations decided to put out the address, my license plate to one of my cars, and many other of my... So here you go. You can have it, right? Because this is what happens when you speak out. This is what happens when you tell all the truth. This is what happens when you decided to stand up for the children, and when you understand that survivors don't just get to do a seminar, and when you understand that survivors don't just get to just be and then show up somewhere and talk and monetize everything that they're saying. When you realize that then you will understand. Look at the tactics and pay attention. Pay attention. I'm still not asking you for a damn thing but to wake up. I'm not asking you for a damn thing but just to get outside. I don't give a damn about money, numbers on my platforms. You can have all of it. You took everything. The only thing that I give a about right now is the fact that there is a baby in the way. There's babies in the way. There are people that I love that I can't get out of the way. What am I supposed to do when the people and the authority that you're supposed to go to, you can't go to them?
Now, as I said, the reason they are coming at her like this is because she has been doing a lot of talking by exposing everyone involved, and they don't like that. But baby, all these attempts on her life ain't stopping nothing because she's still on their necks. Before the recent attempt on Allie's life, she accused Diddy and his sick associates of snatching up folks' kids and making the kids allegedly have intercourse with animals while they recorded and touched themselves. If y'all remember, Diddy was also charged for but the feds were more fixated on exposing his freak-offs with consenting than exposing him enterprise, so they didn't look too much into it. His indictment said Combs relied on employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, forced labor, kidnapping, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Now, when it comes to the exact list of celebrities who were freaking off at these parties and ended up getting infected, there's a whole bunch of them, starting with Meek Mill and Bryshire Gray. Jaguar Wright was the first to spill the tea about this, and she didn't hold back at all. Jaguar took it to another level when she accused both Diddy and Will Smith of allegedly forcing Meek Mill and Bryshire Gray into a freak-off. She even claimed that Will lured Bryshire in under the disguise of mentorship, only for it to turn into something he never wanted. And baby, Jaguar PR said it got so bad that at one point, Bryshere and Meek were literally heard screaming while running out of Will's house after Will and Jada allegedly played with their private parts during one of those freak-offs. But this was allegedly not the only time Meek was turned out. An audio recording between Meek and Diddy later leaked online, and the audio was very disturbing to say the least. Now listen, y'all. The tea just keeps getting hotter from here because people...
You know what, man? The thought just came through my mind, man, and I'm gonna say this as a joke. Because Nancy Grace says that Diddy, and a lot of people saying that Diddy got a Tootsie Roll. I don't think a Tootsie Roll can make you make that type of noise. I think a Tootsie Roll would be like, yo, is it, when are you gonna start type thing? Ha ha ha, it's supposed to be a joke. I don't think so. I gotta put that in the box of maybe this is not true. It ain't true. I don't think Diddy can make a person make all that noise. That's just my opinion. I'm just giving it to you straight with no
chasers. Recording between Meek and Diddy later leaked online, and the audio was very disturbing to say the least. Now listen, y'all. The tea just keeps getting hotter from here because people also dragged the game into it after those rumors about him and Diddy resurfaced. The game admitted that back when he and Diddy were supposed to be locking in the studio to finish their album, Diddy was flying him all over the world, partying and buying him expensive gifts. And baby, the streets couldn't help but side-eye those trips, especially since they were always going down in Atlanta. If you know, you know.
After that, I started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, damn near. And this Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, I f with your demo, you know, bad boy, but hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy. I'm like, yo, we ever gonna rap? This nigga like, nah.
Y'all was doing it for 2 years.
But the jet leaves at 5. We going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, you know what I'm saying? We going to New York. We in ATL this weekend, Playboy. Pop out. And I was going everywhere with Diddy.
Before you got with Dre, wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. So that's basically all we did. I think the few times I was running around with D-Mac and Puff, we just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just, you know.
Okay, but I mean, Puffy was a huge deal back then.
Still a huge deal.
You know, I mean, he's still a huge deal, but he's not doing music anymore,
right,
is what I'm saying. Back then, Bad Boy was on fire, and he's running around with you. And, you know, Puffy's a busy guy.
I was running around with him.
Yeah. You were running around with him.
Right.
Was he talking about signing you, or what exactly happened?
Nah, Puff he wanted to sign me. He just, you know, he was moving around. Like, he had the restaurant Justin's in Atlanta, so we was in and out of that. A lot of parties in Atlanta with him and V and, you know, Big Wolf and, you know, Fab and Jeezy was just, you know, I mean, Fab was already on. Jeezy was coming, you know, coming of age. But we just party, man. And then when I told Puff...
But it doesn't stop there because YK Osiris also got caught up in this mess. Back in 2021, rumors hit that Diddy flew him out to Jamaica under the promise of boosting his career. But YK made it look even more suspicious when he reposted a shirtless pic of Diddy in the pool with prayer hand emojis and a photo of himself butt naked, getting a massage with the caption, "Listening to that Diddy, eating that good fruit in the beautiful weather." To make matters worse, folks pointed out YK was broke at the time, but he had reportedly been dropped from his label and even sold his luxury cars, so people started wondering how he could even afford a trip like that unless Diddy was footing the bill. Then his baby mama jumped on IG and spilled everything, saying the reason she left him was because she caught him in bed with another man. Stop asking me what happened with my baby daddy. I caught him with a man, okay? And of course, we can't forget Usher. For years, rumors have swirled that
They know, man. They know. Look, I know the truth. I put it out there. Stop asking me. I caught him in bed with a man. That's it. I mean, I ain't got no I ain't got no proof, no receipts. I'm just telling you what I saw. So that's it. I'm done. That's crazy.
Diddy infected him with herpes when he was just 14, staying at Diddy's place for a so-called mentorship program. Things got even messier when an email allegedly linked to Kim Porter's book leaked online, claiming the book exposed Diddy's gay relationships, footage, and even said he gave Usher an STD. The email read, some of the things in the book covered Diddy's gay relationships, footage of those encounters, the men he slept with, STDs, Diddy giving Usher an STD, and the explosive encounter between Diddy and Usher's mom. Then,
as far as the book concerned, y'all, for real, you're not missing anything in the book. If you've been watching all this stuff on social media, on YouTube, it's like they use all the stuff that you've seen on YouTube and put it into a book. It ain't no information in that book that's not on the YouTube channel. That's facts.
And in
Where's
2017,
my book
a
at?
woman
I got
actually
the book.
sued Usher, accusing him of exposing her to herpes after not disclosing his diagnosis from 2009. And you already know what folks said. That Usher probably got it from Diddy way back when he was getting touched on. And remember how I said earlier that she was put in witness protection after her house got ransacked? Well, it turns out that she was meant to testify against Diddy and all these other celebrities he was doing this mess with, but she was taken off the list last minute. Ali said this whole trial was never about justice, was just meant to embarrass him in public, then sweep it under the rug. She claims the feds been knew about Diddy's dirt since the early 2000s, but sat back and let it slide until Cassie blew the whistle.
The FBI covered it up for how long? This case was back in 2000, early 2000, right? So let's talk about who's guilty here. The DOJ released a video that at first everybody said they couldn't find a video of Cassie Ventura being... They couldn't find it. It didn't exist. You saw one clip, and then you saw DOJ release another clip to the news. So the DOJ had that clip to begin with. So the people who are telling you that they don't have the Epstein file, they're full of What other way do you want me to explain that? They're lying to you. The ones that are telling you Pam Bondi, that she only had a little bit, because they told you the same thing. And now you're seeing it with the Sean Combs case. They told you they just had a little bit of a video and then it got released. That's on the DOJ. They lied to you. They told you that nothing happened, that this man, Sean Combs, was just this rap mogul that everybody loved. No, he couldn't have hurt nobody. He couldn't have did anything. And then all this stuff came out. Well, he did that. But yeah, he couldn't have did anything else. And then something else came out. Okay, well, maybe he did that too. But he couldn't have did anything else. And then something else comes out. How many people did you hear say, I left the party early? I knew about children being there. I knew about him the hell out of females. I knew about the parties going on with multiple people. So it wasn't just Sean Combs. I knew about all of that, but I left early.
But
so
I left
guilty.
early. And y'all know the grapevine. Come on, man. And he say, she say through the grapevine. Man, I heard the same story from him. Man, he's oh my God, man. But I left early. I left early. So, I mean, I seen the kids there, but I left early and I ain't saying nothing. That's what she's saying.
How many people did you hear say about Cassie Ventura that I knew that she was I knew that she was wrong. I knew what he was doing, but I'm just now speaking about it. Guilty. Coward. How many maids did it take to clean up a penthouse suite? Know that there was blood and glass everywhere, but they kept their mouth shut because they got paid. Guilty. So we're not talking, let's go back down to the bottom. The hotel manager that you guys never seen his face at first of this hotel, he heard the screaming. He knew what was going on. He knew that Sean Combs was in there. He knew that he had other girls with him. He knew what was going on. He had the footage. He talked to the security. That hotel manager is who took that footage from the security and said, okay, hand me some money or help me be quiet. I'm going to shut the hell up. You did not hear anything from that hotel manager until now. But they told you, that hotel manager, if you would have went back then, they would have told you, no, we don't know anything. Cover up. Guilty.
That's true.
The security that were on shift that night, that knew about this footage, that knew he dragged her down the hallway, that knew he kicked her in the back and all over the place. The hotel security that knew about that, they looked away. They got paid off. Guilty.
Ali said she was heartbroken when she found out Diddy was skating right past those RICO charges because she's been trying to heal, trying to move forward from all the trauma. But this case blew up all over again and dragged her right back into the mess.
I think they're dropping the charges. I was like, I am hurt, I am angry, and I am still healing. And it is harder than hurting. Trust me when I say that. I am trying. I have been in denial for a little bit. I walked away to get clean. I tried to go take my life back. I wanted some type of peace. I wanted to give a damn about somebody saying they love me just because they love me. I didn't want anybody because they wanted me or my body or what they could do to me. I'm nobody's puppet. I'm nobody's toy. I'm nobody's punching bag anymore. And that's all I ever wanted. Do you hear me?
At this point, Allie just needs to
Happiness.
secure her safety because these people want her gone, and the lengths they're going to just to silence her is disturbing. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, "Please don't blame or judge Allie because of her delivery and experience. I am glad she is speaking out as raw as she has been. She is a traumatized sex trafficking victim. Don't blame Allie if others get triggered. That is not her responsibility. She is just trying to let us know what is still going on with the children, and it ain't pretty stuff. Can't sugarcoat everything. We all grown here." Another person said, "She was a child when this happened to her, and yes, she's all over the place, but she's definitely not lying." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Allie exposing all these celebrities who attended these freak-offs? And do you really believe they caught STDs from participating in that mess? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.
Man. There has been times where Allie, I thought I said, this girl is tripping. She talking about tunnels. She was in tunnels and all this stuff. And it wasn't until I started researching these tunnels and I'm like, what? Yeah, bro, there are more tunnels than what you think, man, in all countries. There are tunnels that go under borderlines, state borderlines, leading into people's houses. I saw a video where people had purchased houses and they go to renovate, and next thing you know, they bust down a wall and there's a hole that leads to a tunnel. It's so deep that they got scared and turned back around and called the authorities. Yeah. I'm like, there are tunnels under the Playboy Mansion. Allegedly. I gotta say allegedly because I don't know. I ain't seen this. I'm just going by what everybody's saying. And this ain't allegedly. That's what they say. But I was like, well, dang, it gotta be some truth behind it. I stand corrected. It was something else that she said that I was like, come on, you gotta be tripping. And then all of a sudden, boom, look, all this stuff come out. And they trying to take all this stuff and funnel it right on Diddy. Okay, Diddy's in jail now, we can start all over. Ellen DeGeneres done left the country. I don't know what Oprah doing is saying or whatever the case may be. Then you got the other dude that's on trial. One guy they claim committed suicide. Oh my God, man. In this world, man, I don't know. I don't put nothing past none of these people, man. I can't believe that they get ready to redo the Diddy trial. I can't believe that they are going to reopen this trial again, maybe, or they having thoughts on it. Right now, they get ready to go to court to see. I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house, and he can't make bail. I cannot believe that somebody in the music industry that I used to look up to, trying to figure out how in the world he did all this great stuff. Man, I've been had big time. I was a Bad Boy fan, man. I loved their music. I was trying to produce and make music like theirs and everything. So I had to make some songs about this. It was time for me to make some songs. So I got an album, man. I got 3 songs on the album about Diddy and everything. Y'all might want to go check those out. Look here, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Don't forget to check out Ali Carter, our series. There should be a link somewhere. Boop, 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 boop. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.